Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, those who are returning viewers. If you're joining for the very first time, welcome to my channel. I'm happy to have you. My name is KAYIE'S Harrison. Today is commonly confused words Friday. I don't know if you noticed that, but on Fridays, most times we look at some commonly confused words. Our words today are affect and effect. So the two words are affect and effect. Difference in spelling is the A at the beginning of affect and the E at the beginning of effect. But they also mean completely different things. They also have different parts of speech. So affect is 95% verb. So most of the times it is a verb. Sometimes it can be used as a noun, but it's not used as a noun very often. And then effect is 95% noun. Again, effect can be used as a verb, but not very often. Today, we are looking at affect as a verb and effect as a noun. Just to remind you, a verb can be an action or it can be a state of being. So something you can do or state of being like is, are, was, were. A noun names a person, a place, an animal, and a thing. Now you might be saying, so what is effect? There are different types of noun, and one type of noun is an abstract noun. Abstract means you cannot touch it, you cannot taste it, it's abstract. So like effect, it's abstract. Love, that's abstract noun. You cannot touch love, you cannot feel love, so it is abstract. All right, now affect means to have an influence on something or someone. Affect means to have an influence or to have an impact on something or someone. It also means to cause a change in something or someone. Effect is the result, it is the impact that occurs based on whatever affected you. And we're going to look at several examples today that will help you understand affect and effect better. The first one is the cold affects Sam. Now, you might ask yourself, how does the cold affect Sam? Or what effect does the cold have on Sam? Sam experiences the cold. It might make her shiver. It might cause her to go put on a jacket. So it might give her pimples, goose pimples or goose bumps as we call them. So that's the effect that the cold has on her, but the cold affects her. So it affects her, or we say it has an effect on her. We can also say the change of weather had an immediate effect on me. Now you could ask me, how did the change of weather affect you? And I would tell you, it affected my sinus, or it causes my sinus to start acting up. The change of weather had an immediate effect on me. It affected my sinus. Also, watching too much TV can have a negative effect on kids. What effect does that have on kids? Or how does this affect kids? It can affect their eyesight, or it can affect their ability to think. Just some examples of affect and effect. On the board, I have 4 sentences. I want you to pause the video and choose whether it should be affect or effect for each blank space. So pause your video. Based on what I just explained, the definition and the examples that I just explained, I want you to give it a try. Then come back and check your answers and see if you understand the difference between affect and effect. Now go, pause it. All right, let's go. The effect or effect of heat on butter is it causes it to melt. The effect of heat on butter is it causes it to melt. Does that sound right? Not to me. So let's go with effect. The effect of heat on butter is it causes it to melt. Yes, effect is the correct one there. So the effect, what effect does heat have on butter? It causes it to melt. How does heat affect butter? It causes it to melt. All right. Heat affects butter by melting it. Or is it heat affects butter by melting it? What did you choose? Did you choose effect or did you choose affect? Tell someone what you chose. All right, the correct answer is affect. Heat affects butter. So the effect of heat on butter, but heat affects butter. All right. They did a study to find out how light blank plants. They did a study to find out how light affects plants or how light affects plants. What do you think? Does light affect plants or does light affect plant? Is that the action or is that the noun? It is affect. So they did a study to find out how light affects plants. You can ask, what effect does light have on plants? Or how does light affect plants? All right. They found out that light has a positive effect on plants, or they found out that light has a positive effect on plants. Light has a positive effect. All right, make sure you check your answers and I hope you got them all correct. Now, affect as a verb 95% of the time. So most of the time when we use affect, it is a verb. Most of the time when we use effect, it is a noun. Now, affect means to have an influence on someone, to cause a change in something or someone. So the first one, the effect of heat on butter, that's effect because it is telling the result of the impact. So the effect of heat is the result that you get when heat is added to butter. It melts it, or heat affects it. So heat is doing the action now of affecting butter. So heat is causing that change. It affects butter by melting it. All right. So remember the difference between the two words, affect and effect. That's it for today. See you tonight when we meet on Facebook Live for our Friday night trivia. Don't miss it. Prizes and surprises. Come out and participate. So Friday Night Live, 8 o'clock, Facebook. See you.